Welcome, my dear student. Now I am going to discuss about India's relation with neighboring countries. Unit 5. Unit 5. Now discuss the topic India's relation with India's relation with neighboring countries. First of all, the neighboring state of India, like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, these are neighboring countries of India. And first of all, India's relation with Pakistan. And first of all, India's relation with Pakistan. Everyone knows that India and Pakistan have been engaged in armed conflict since the period of independence. Kashmir was the first issue. The Pakistan government declared Kashmir to be a part of Pakistan, and this demand against the Indian government because of 1948 to 1949 and 1965. 1948 to 1949 and 1965 is the period of war period in India and Pakistan. But these two wars failed to solve the problem of Kashmir. This is the first region, India and Pakistan, the conflict between India and Pakistan. Jammu Kashmir is the first region, conflict between India and Pakistan. As a result of the war between India and Pakistan 1947 to 1948, 1947 to 1948, Pakistan annexed the occupied Kashmir. That means POK. That means Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And India controlled Jammu and Kashmir. The border between India and Pakistan was divided by line of control. The border between India and Pakistan divided by line of control. That means LOC. What is the full form of LOC? LOC means line of control. POK means Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Pakistan Odikito Kashmir. POK Pakistan occupied Kashmir. The war involving the independence of Bangladesh in 1971, although India defeated Pakistan, but the Kashmir problem was not solved. You know, 1971 independence of Bangladesh, 1971 independence of Bangladesh, and 1971 war between India and Pakistan. The 1971 India defeated Pakistan. But the Kashmir problem was not solved. 1971 India defeated Pakistan. 1971 war between India and Pakistan because of India supported directly Bangladesh people. India supported directly its people, demand of its people, East Pakistan people. And in 1971, India defeated Pakistan, but Kashmir problem was not solved. This is a period of 1948 to 49 to 1971, the war between India and Pakistan. First of all, Jammu Kashmir is the first issue, conflict between India and Pakistan. Apart from Kashmir, there are other strategic cause of Indo-Pak conflict like dominance on the Siachen Glacier. Some different causes of the conflict between India and Pakistan like Siachen Glacier, arms race, terrorism, sharing water, sharing river waters, and terrorism. This is the causes of conflict between India and Pakistan. First of all, Jammu and Kashmir, and secondly, terrorism, Kashmir issue. Secondly, terrorism. Thirdly, sharing river water. Sharing river water. This is the main cause of conflict between India and Pakistan. Firstly, Kashmir issue, already we have discussed, and secondly, terrorism. Terrorism is the main cause of conflict between India and Pakistan. Pakistan always support terrorism and anti-Indian terrorism. Pakistan support anti-Indian terrorism and Pakistan Secret Services, ISI, inter-service intelligence. ISI means inter-service intelligence. This is the secret service of Pakistan. ISI, inter-service intelligence. This is the secret service of Pakistan. The ISI influenced the anti-Indian terrorism. ISI supported the anti-Indian terrorism who broke the Indian society system, who broke the Indian administrative system and political system. Indian government also accused Pakistan of arming the Khalistani separatists in the period of 1985 to 1995. Pakistan Secret Service, ISI, inter-service intelligence support anti-Indian militants in Nepal and Bangladesh. It encourages militants in the northeastern part of India. On the other hand, Pakistan accuses India for encouraging separatists in Sindh and Balochistan. And thirdly, these are the causes of terrorism, conflict between India and Pakistan. The terrorism is the main causes of conflict between India and Pakistan. First of all, Jammu Kashmir issue. Secondly, terrorism, and thirdly, sharing river water. So another problem between India and Pakistan is the sharing of river water. Till 1960. 1960. There was an emphasis about the used water of the Indus Basin. But in 1960, with the intervention of World Bank, the two countries signed the Indus Water Treaty and solved the problem of river water sharing. Although there is some difference of opinion with regard to the places of treaty, it's working till now. So another important causes of conflict between India and Pakistan, that is sharing river water. In 1960, Sindhu River the clash between Sindhu River water, sharing river water. In 1960, the mediator of World Bank and two countries have consulted and signed a treaty, that means Indus Water Treaty. When did Indus Water Treaty signed? 1960, Indus Water Treaty signed between India and Pakistan, the mediator of World Bank. When did Indus Water Treaty signed? In 1960, Indus Water Treaty signed between India and Pakistan, the mediator of World Bank. This is the main causes of conflict between India and Pakistan. So another important causes of India and Pakistan, that means Ran of Kutch in Sarki, in the Ran of Kutch, that means sea resources. Sea resources. Number 4, sea resources. This is the another important causes conflict between India and Pakistan. The another problem, the demarcation line in Salt Creek in the Ran of Kutch. Through the dispute, it's not a major one. It might have consequences over the control of sea resources. These are not major issues conflict between India and Pakistan, like Sarki in the Ran of Kutch, that means sea resources. The conflict between some of the sea resources in India and Pakistan. This is the main causes of conflict between India and Pakistan. First of all, Kashmir issues. Secondly, terrorism. Thirdly, sharing of river water, that means Sindhu River. Indus Water Treaty signed in 1960 between the India and Pakistan, mediator of World Bank. And fourthly, sea resources. This is the short analysis of India and Pakistan, relation between India and Pakistan, conflict between India and Pakistan. Another important country, another important neighboring country of India, like Bangladesh. Like Bangladesh. Everyone know that 1971 independence of Bangladesh, because of India fully supported East Pakistan demands, East Pakistan people demands, and India directly supported the East Pakistan agitation, East Pakistan people, agitation of East Pakistan people. The Bangladesh has maintained a friendly relation with India since the period of independence. The economic relationship between two countries has improved a lot in the last 15 years. But these two countries have been competing in case of natural disaster and other problems. Although India and Bangladesh is maintaining friendly relation, the two countries have certain problems. Some of the important problems broken the friendly relationship between India and Bangladesh. Some of the important causes are, first of all, water sharing of Ganga and Brahmaputra. The first causes of conflict between India and Bangladesh, that means sharing river water of Ganga and Brahmaputra. Secondly, Bangladesh denied to taking with illegal immigrants staying in India. And thirdly, Bangladesh encouraging anti-Indian Islamic fundamentalists. And number 4, Bangladesh not giving a passage to Indian Army through Bangladesh. Number 5, the decision of Bangladesh to not export natural gas to India. Number 6, Bangladesh denying the import of natural gas from Myanmar to India through Bangladesh. This is the main causes conflict. And another conflict between India and Bangladesh, like sharing river water, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Number 2, Bangladesh denying of taking back illegal immigrants staying in India. Number 3, Bangladesh encouraging anti-India Islamic fundamentalists. This is the conflictual matter between India and Bangladesh. And cooperation, conflict. Mention 2 areas of both conflict and cooperation between India and Bangladesh. Cooperation is on disaster management. First of all, on disaster management and environment. Disaster management and environment areas the 2 states have cooperated regularly. Number 2, terrorism is the cooperative sector between India and Bangladesh. Number 3, Bangladesh is a part of India. Its policy that want to link up with the Southeast Asia via Myanmar. This is the cooperative factor between India and Bangladesh. And another is conflictual factor of India and Bangladesh. First of all, regarding share water, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Number 2, conflict over sharing. Number 2, the Indian government has been unhappy with Bangladesh denial of illegal immigrants in India. And thirdly, the Bangladesh encouraging anti-Indian Islamic fundamentalists. This is the cooperation and conflictual methods between India and Bangladesh. Mainly Pakistan and Bangladesh. Mainly Pakistan and Bangladesh. Pakistan and Bangladesh are most important neighboring countries in India. And firstly, Pakistan we have already discussed, and secondly, Bangladesh we have already discussed. And this is another important topic is SAARC, South Asia. So another important topic, SAARC. Unit 5, end of the another important topic, that means SAARC. South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation, that means SAARC. South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. Number of conflict between the nation in South Asia. These countries are trying to cooperate with each other. To increase the cooperation between these countries, 7 countries met in Dhaka in December 1985. In December 1985, and formed the South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. When this SAARC is established, 1985. In 1985, SAARC established. The first SAARC summit of Afghanistan joined SAARC in 2007, and the number of members becoming 8. At present, the total number of SAARC in 8. The headquarters of this organization in Kathmandu. SAARC works to ensure welfare, economy, and collective confidence of the region. It also aims to work for the socio-economic development. Everyone know that in 1985, SAARC established the first SAARC summit held in Afghanistan. Afghanistan joined SAARC in 2007. The number of members, expressing the number of members in 8. The headquarters established in Kathmandu, and main aims and objective of SAARC to ensure socio-economic development of region, socio-economic development of the region, and collective confidence, the collective economic collective confidence of the region. This is the main aims and objective of SAARC. Main aims and objective of SAARC. First of all, economic collective confidence of the region, and thirdly, socio-economic development of the region. These are the main aims and objectives of the SAARC. The SAARC was established in 1985 in December. At present, total number of members in SAARC 8. The headquarters established in Kathmandu. SAARC has established diplomatic relationship. SAARC has established diplomatic relationship with European Union, United Nations, and other international organizations. The 8 members of SAARC are Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan. The SAARC is a diplomatic relationship between SAARC created a diplomatic relationship between European Union, United Nations, and other international organizations like regional organization, and the name of the SAARC country are India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan. These are the members countries of SAARC. And as well as in 2004, in 2004, 12 SAARC summits held in Pakistan, Islamabad 2004. South Asian Free Trade Area was signed to promote intra-regional trade. SAFTA. South Asian Free Trade Area. SAFTA means South Asian Free Trade Area. In 2004, SAFTA is created. 12 SAARC summits held in Islamabad. In 2004, SAFTA was created. The full form of SAFTA, South Asian Free Trade Area. The main aims and objective of SAFTA was signed to promote intra-regional trade. Intra-regional trade. South Asian SAARC country, the South Asian countries, intra-regional trade system. It was implemented from 1st January 2006. The SAFTA created from 2004. SAFTA created from 2004 and implemented 1st January of 2006. Implemented 1st January 2006. The main aim of SAFTA is to transform the entire region into a free trade area. Main aims to SAFTA is to transform the entire region into free trade area. The 14th SAARC summit was held in New Delhi and 18th SAARC summit was held in Kathmandu in 2014. This is the short analysis of SAARC and SAFTA. SAARC and SAFTA. The SAARC was established in 1985. Total member of number 8. Headquarters established in Kathmandu. And another 2004 created another important form of SAFTA, South Asian Free Trade Area, and implemented February in 2006. This is the short analysis of SAARC and SAFTA. The main aims and objective of promote peace and development of social condition and collective confidence of the entire region. The main aims and objective of SAARC. The main aims and objective of SAFTA, the free trade area and the region. This is the short analysis of SAARC and SAFTA. Thank you.